Hi, I'm David Weinberg. I'd like to tell you a little bit about my story. After graduate school, I went to work in Washington, D.C. I held a variety of jobs in government, nonprofit organizations, and business. And I was successful financially. The trouble was I wasn't successful in my heart. I wasn't deeply satisfied with what I was doing. And as a consequence, I experienced a lot of anxiety, depression, what seemed like a lot of unnecessary stress for a young man with a pretty good mind and education. Things just weren't working for me, and I didn't know why. I stayed with it for 10 years. At the end of 10 years, I decided to make an important move. It seemed important to me anyway. Nobody else understood what I was doing, and I wasn't even sure myself. I knew I wanted a teacher. I wanted to work with people directly. So I left Washington and I put all my worldly belongings in a trailer behind my Dodge Dart. I've discovered a practice in San Francisco that was deeply rewarding to me. I began to meditate. I had a spiritual teacher. I worked with other people in a variety of jobs. It was a pleasure. In San Francisco, I learned a meditation practice. I learned it thoroughly. I practiced alone and with others. And then, about 15 years ago, one evening I was watching television and a Bill Moyers special came on. It was called Healing in the Mind. Maybe some of you remember it. And one of the segments of that program that was emphasized was the stress reduction clinic at the University of Massachusetts Medical Center. I saw people using meditation and yoga and related exercises with ordinary people who had problems with stress, chronic pain, anxiety and depression. And I realized that was the work I wanted to do. So I once again gathered my belongings. I raised $19,000 and I went to Worcester, Massachusetts and became an intern at the stress reduction clinic at the medical center. I attended lots and lots of 8-week stress reduction courses, the same kind of thing that I teach now. And I really learned the curriculum thoroughly. I learned how to apply the meditation practices that I'd been doing for many years in a clinical setting, in a setting where I could encounter people with serious concerns, pain and stress. I came back to the Bay Area, having learned this method, and I organized stress care. And I began teaching courses immediately. People came to those courses. They obviously benefited from them. They said so. I believed them. And I've been doing this work ever since. I still experience anxiety, occasionally depression. Those things don't go away. They don't go away permanently. But I've learned how to handle them. I've learned how to live a full life, a meaningful life, in the presence of negative thoughts and feelings and emotions that crop up naturally. So I learned a practice that's beneficial, it's deep, that's lifelong. I learned how to apply it, how to work with other people, how to teach it to other people. You have the opportunity, if you wish, to join me, to join my colleague Karin Pfluger in one of these 8-week courses, and to learn what I've learned and to put it into practice in a much shorter period of time than it took me. You're welcome to join me in one of these courses. Thanks for listening.